This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
To my favorite murder.
the Minisode.
It's teeny tiny. We're going to read you stories that you wrote in. Thank you.
That's right.
Should I go first?
Do it.
Okay. This one's called Who Let This Man Have a Chainsaw? Are you there, MFM? It's me, longtime listener, first-time emailer.
Margaret?
I've been saying I'm going to write this in for nearly a year, and I guess today is the day. Love the pod. Hate the world we live in. Let's fucking go.
That's right.
For context, I grew up in a quiet village in rural England. We had the usual combination of idyllic countryside walks and rampant conservative views, but on the whole, it was a very safe, quiet kind of place. I've since moved, but my parents live in the same little bungalow they did when I was born 25 years ago. Once or twice a year, my parents book a gardener to come over and trim the hedges. They'd used the same guy for years, but he'd recently retired. So for the last couple of times, they'd found someone new who I'll call Bill, recommended by our elderly neighbor who communicated mostly through email. A couple of days before Bill was due to come over and trim the hedges, my mom got an email from our neighbor, ominously titled, "I don't think Bill will be coming," with a link to a local news article. Girls, Bill wasn't coming to cut the hedges because he had just been arrested for murder.
Ooh.
Turns out Bill had gotten involved in a local family feud. A violent fight broke out between a father and a son, and Bill apparently got involved to resolve the situation, but ended up literally beating a man to death.
Oh, God.
The guy he beat up apparently walked himself to the A&E, or the ER as you call it, never mentioned the fight, and died a few days later. Fucking crazy. So not a super uplifting story, but iconic that we found out the gardener wasn't coming because of an email from our elderly neighbor. I know it's rogue these days to actually write a hometown murder in as a hometown, but hopefully this is fine. Pip, pip, cheerio. She, her.
I think that sign off was sarcastic as a British person.
I don't think I've ever heard that for real.
But we appreciate it
We
nonetheless. Well, that's also in lots of different ways to look at it, but a nightmare story about like intervening
Yeah,
becoming a part of something and getting caught up like that. That's horrifying.
totally.
It wasn't your business to begin with. Good Lord.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, please.
When I used to live in San Francisco and I'd see fights breaking out at night in the street, I would just yell, "Cops are coming!" Just to then they'd think cops were coming and break it up.
Oh, that's smart.
Right?
Yeah, and you don't actually have to call the cops.
No, or get involved.
Okay. The title of this email is Cruise Ship Near-Death Experience.
Oh, fuck.
It just starts, ladies. I present to you the reason why I struggle with generalized anxiety to this day. And then it says date of event, 2009. For a little context, my name is Emma. I grew up in Tampa, Florida, with a kick-ass older sister who's now a public defender and a smart-as-hell little brother, now an electrical engineer.
Wow.
In 2009, my surely tired as hell were raising 3 children, too snarky for their own good parents, opted for a relatively contained spring break trip, a cruise. This was one of 2 cruises we went on as a family, and while I can't tell you which was which, I do remember this particular night vividly. At the time, and I'm 25 now, my brother and I were sworn enemies. We fought physically and emotionally nonstop. I'm talking screaming matches, fist fights. One time I bit him. And my parents, undoubtedly needing a break from the madness, left Kate, my 14 or something-year-old sister, in charge while they went and spent a few pennies at the on-ship casino. Blah, blah, blah. Just imagine relative peace devolving into chaos in the middle of a Disney Channel original movie. Here, and Will and I end up fighting. Kate's texting on her phone, and the next thing you know, Will, who's 9 years old at the time, has locked me out of the kids' room and into my parents' adjoining suite. Everyone knows the parents' room is boring as shit, and I was pissed. So MFM, I took matters into my own hands and formulated a plan. And by formulated, I mean I generated a half-coherent thought and said, send it.
Oh, no. I feel like I know where this is going, and I can't handle it.
I ventured onto my parents' balcony and, leaning slightly over the rail, looked over at the kids' room. The balconies were separated by an inch-wide panel of textured glass that was about 7 to 8 feet tall, if I had to guess. You could lean slightly over the balcony to peek over at the adjoining room, but you couldn't see through the glass. With the adjoining door locked and unwilling to venture out into the hallway and risk getting locked out of both rooms, I did the unthinkable. Next thing I know, I'm 12 years old and swinging my leg over the balcony of a cruise ship. Having tried my luck at the on-ship facilitated rock wall that day, I was feeling pretty confident. I got both legs over, toes gripping onto the half-inch of leverage I have on the other side, and looking down, think the 12-year-old equivalent of, oh, fuck. 10 plus stories beneath me is this inky, swirling black water. I can see the waves breaking against the ship, but nothing else. Suddenly, palms sweaty, mom's spaghetti, I realize I have royally fucked up.
Oh my God.
I shimmy my way over to the kids' balcony, swing my legs back over, and the next thing I know, I'm staring at my brother through the sliding glass. Both our jaws drop. He wordlessly unlocks the door, lets me back in, and we silently settle back down to finish the movie. I'm pretty sure my sister had no idea what happened.
Oh my God, dude. That's why I don't put 14-year-olds in charge.
Yeah. We never talked about it after it happened, and it wasn't until 10 years later that I had the courage to tell my parents. They had no idea that they almost lost their middle child to a man overboard situation a decade earlier. When I told them, my mom cried. I think about how stupid I was to this day, and I will never, ever get on a cruise ship again. The end. Glad I lived to hear MFM. Love you, ladies. Emma.
Oh my God, that's some sliding doors shit where it's just it had been misty out or something and the railings had been slippery. That's fucking it.
The moment Emma describes realizing what she's doing and how scary it is, she should have absolutely lost her grip.
Right.
That's what happens to people.
Oh my God. I have anxiety from that myself.
It's so hilarious.
Oh my
also,
God.
just that's that's the deal breaker with the little brother, where just
right.
Oh, she's insane. Let her in.
Yeah.
Just scary.
That's terrifying.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. In the summer, healthy habits are easy to keep until you leave the house.
You walk out the door, and the next thing you know, you're barefoot and feral in a gas station candy aisle.
That's why Kachava makes it easy to maintain your routines.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake, and now it comes in new travel packs.
Every packet gives you a simple shake with protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more.
They're easy to toss into a bag, easy to take on the road, and a simple way to stick with your normal wellness habits, even when your schedule changes.
Man, that Kachava matcha in the individual packs is like my dream snack. It's exactly what I need and want in between the not great meals I'm eating for lunch and the snacks I would have had anyways that are terrible for me. Like, this is something I feel like I'm treating myself when I take.
You're treating yourself to vitamins, fiber, all these things that your body really wants and needs and kind of craves that it does seem like it takes a big effort to get. So now you're getting it all in one packet and in a little drink you like.
Take your daily ritual with you.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM.
Goodbye.
Okay, this is called Ghost Daycare in the Attic. Hey ladies, I've been driving across country from Utah to the Northeast to visit family and have been absolutely crushing your episodes. Though I typically gravitate towards your Thursday shows, the minisodes have been more my speed this trip as a female driving through the middle of the country alone with a car covered in stickers that essentially scream, fuck the patriarchy. I am slightly convinced I'm going to be the next subject of your Thursday episode. So to keep myself from getting too spooked, I have been deep diving into the archives of the minisodes, and they have been the sole reason I have been able to maintain some sense of sanity on this drive. Anywho, I was telling my mom about the minisodes the other day, and she responded that I should write in about the ghost kids in the attic. Excuse me, what? I am one of 4 kids, all badass girls, and we moved a ton as a kid. When I was in about first grade, we moved into a quirky old house in Jersey, the type of house that legit had secret passageways from room to room. As a kid obsessed with hide and seek, this was my literal dream. The reason we got the house, though, wasn't too dreamy. The family that lived there before us had recently lost their 2 teenage children in a car accident.
Oh, no.
And couldn't bear to live there anymore. They were happy to pass off the home to an enthusiastic family with young kids. We were never told of this as children for obvious reasons. I know, heartbreaking. My mom sent my sisters and I off to school in the morning after moving in. However, my youngest sister at the time stayed home as she was not old enough to go to school yet. Per my mom, each day my sister would wander up to the attic and stay there for hours. As a mom with 4 young kids who was also moving into a new house, she didn't question why my sister would vanish each day for hours. She enjoyed the peace and alone time, and my sister was entertained. Then it says, nope, not an 80s mom, just a hip mom raising her kids in the early 2000s. One day, my mom asked my sister what she was doing in the attic. My sister responded, I was playing with the kids up there. My mom asked who the kids were, and my sister proceeded to tell her the names of the children that had lived there before us and had passed away in the car accident. My mom was shocked, but also not willing to give up her peace and quiet each day. She continued to send her 3 oldest children off to school each day and then walk my sister up to the attic for her play date.
Oh.
That's the story. Thanks for helping me stay sane on my travels. Stay sexy and don't waste money on childcare if you have teenage ghosts living in the attic. Molly, she, her, hers.
That's the saddest ghost story I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. She went up there and they played with her. That's sweet.
They came home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Heavy.
So heavy. Sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, these are all the stories we like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's take a left turn.
Okay, please. God, please.
The subject line of this email is, Nana used her last words to yell at Jesus. Hi, all. After hearing that hospice nurse tell her last words hometown on Minisode 314, I thought I'd tell you my favorite. My aunt's mother-in-law, we called her Nana, was a beautiful, kind, and truly classy lady in life. She always gave me old movie grandma vibes, the kind of grandma that wanted you to sit proper like a lady and also snuck you homemade cookies when your parents weren't looking. You know the kind. As she got closer to the end, however, she got crankier and crankier. I think her memory was rapidly declining and she often snapped at those caring for her. It was sad to see, but everyone tried to hold on to the good memories and let go of the bad. Cut to her deathbed. She was quiet and small in her bed. Those around her wept. This was clearly it. Knowing my sweet aunt, she would have told her it was okay to let go, that everyone would be okay. But suddenly, Nana shot up in bed and angrily yelled, "Turn off that damn light!" And then she died. Stay sexy and pray they have sunglasses in the afterlife. Janie. So,
oh my God, he's walking towards the light.
She's like, turn that off.
Turn that shit off.
It's the light. Grandma, it's the light.
Jesus, you're wasting electricity. Turn that shit off.
Turn it off.
Oh my God. Okay, my last one's called Always Check Your Garbage. Hey, Karen, Georgia, and MFM team. I'm a longtime listener from sunny Scotland. I heard recently you asked for stories about people finding things, and I knew this was my opportunity to write in and share a story about my dad. My dad, George, is the kind of dad you call if you're in a cult. This guy would fuck shit up and sleep like a baby. Anyway, my dad worked as a concierge, a posh name for security, in some high-rise buildings where crime was part of everyday life. His stories are legendary and include, but are not limited to, the man who collected pigeons to release them in a local library because the librarian had pissed him off.
Uh-oh.
It says he was arrested. The other gentleman who threw fruit at children from the 12th floor, or the time my dad had to let police into a flat where neighbors were worried as they hadn't seen the guy who lived there and there was an awful smell coming through, only to find a massive empty fish tank in the living room left by the window in direct sunlight.
Oh, no.
No bodies were found. Oh, the smell of that. Oh, the stench. Anyway, I digress. One day, my dad was working and he noticed a bin bag, it says garbage bag, propping open an emergency exit in the office. When he finished his 12-hour shift, he went to leave through said exit and thought he'd take the bag round to the large bins at the back of the building. When he went to lift it, he could barely get it off the ground. He looked inside and saw pound coins, thousands of them. George, being the badass he is, swiftly pulled his car alongside the door and managed to just lift it into the boot of his car.
Yes.
He took it home, piled the coins neatly on the living room table in 20-pound piles until he ran out of room. The total was close to, and they gave me the translation for dollars, which I appreciate,
nice.
$9,852.
Oh my God.
8,500 pounds.
Yes.
Isn't that wild? Thankfully, nobody ever asked about the missing money. And while I'm sure people were suspicious that my dad was then paying for all his food and bills in 1-pound coins, nobody asked any questions. I'm sure the money came from something dodgy, but George gave no fucks and enjoyed the money thoroughly. Thanks for all the laughs. I listened every day for 7 months, driving to and from visiting my mom in the hospital. She's recovered at home, and you both kept me going.
Nice.
Much love. Stay sexy and always look in suspicious garbage bags. Laura, she, her.
I mean, okay, first of all, I bet you no one noticed that he was paying for things in 1-pound notes because people are self-obsessed and they don't notice stuff like that.
No.
If you find like cold hard cash like that.
Yeah.
This is your money. You found it.
No. We've all seen No Country for Old Men, and like there's a tracking device in it, and then they come after you and shit.
Yeah, but
I'm scared. I'm scared of free money. I don't buy it.
But are you saying in that situation, like that's truly free money? It's in a garbage bag by the bins, as they say.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. You're right. I mean, there's definitely things to fear about it, but then it's also just like,
yeah,
it was too heavy for the robbers. They couldn't lift it anymore. So they just put it somewhere they thought they could get it again. Who knows?
He got away with it. God bless him.
I love it when people can get away with easy, light lift stuff.
Definitely.
Where your average man wins. That's what we like.
Definitely.
But yeah, don't try to steal drug money from cartel people in the desert.
No.
That's bad. This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Okay, so here's my last story. It says non-hero dog story. Hi, friends. I've been very inspired by the series of hero dog stories you've featured, most recently of Captain, who escaped from his backyard to save a woman from a robbery. Truly an inspiration to us all.
Sweet.
I'm writing in with a story that you didn't ask for about a dog much less heroic, but I still think it's pretty excellent. A few years back, my mom came home from work to find our little white terrier, Ferris, missing. Ferris had a dog door to a fenced-in backyard, but seemed to have dug his way under the fence. My mom is a nurse who is working 12-hour days, so who knows how long Ferris was gone. Mom canvassed the neighborhood, but no dice. She was looking up shelters to call when the phone rang. It was a woman a few blocks down the road. Apparently, Ferris had somehow made his way into their house early in the morning. The woman and her husband worked opposite shifts, so when she saw a strange dog on her couch next to her own dog watching TV, she assumed that her husband had arranged a play date. She went to work and didn't worry about it. When her husband got home that afternoon and saw a strange dog on the couch with their dog, he assumed his wife had arranged a play date and didn't worry about it. That evening, when they were both finally home together, snuggled up on the couch with two dogs, it was getting a little late. So the wife turned to the husband and asked, "Hey, whose dog is this?" The jig was up, and Ferris, by then snoozing peacefully, was caught.
Oh my God.
Anyway, put your phone number on your dog's collar and microchip your pets. Ferris got home safe and sound and had what sounds like a pretty restorative day off. All dogs go to heaven, but some dogs say fuck heroism and instead embrace laziness, and they are good dogs too. Stay sexy and don't ignore the strange dog on the couch, or do, it's fine. XX Jill.
I mean, I guess I would assume that too, right? Like, if the dogs are just chilling and they're getting along, like, then what would you... I love that they're just watching TV like teenage children together.
And the humans in the house assume the dogs have it handled. Like, well, if this is their plan, I'm not going to get involved. Like,
oh my God, I love that so much. As someone who really wants to get Cookie a playmate, a partner, and Vince is like anti, like, I'd love it if a dog just fucking ran into our house one day.
Where you're like, the dog has made the choice.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing we can do. There's a very viral TikTok, very famous TikTok of a couple that woke up in bed with a dog they didn't know in their bed. And it is so funny because the dog is like, it's this big dog and it's sleeping like a person between them. And they're like, whose dog is this?
I love it. I love the I don't own a cat. Or ones, or I don't own a dog.
Yes.
I guess I do now. I love that shit so much. Send us your bad dog stories. I want to hear like the terrible, bad, but sweet things your dog has done.
Just dog stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. If you want to see how intensely compelling the visual aspect and component of this podcast is, you can go and watch it on the Fan Cult. Be a part.
We just videoed it. Just go to myfavoritemurder.com and make sure to send us any fucking story you feel like.
And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our producer is Alejandra Keck.
And this episode was engineered and mixed by Stephen Ray Morris.
Stephen! Email your hometowns and fucking hoorays to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and Twitter at myfavemurder.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.